Hi gang, Rob here. It is the evening of 7 October 2021, Thursday night, 9 o'clock, time for a knife sale on the Apostle P channel, and we have a big one for you. I think there's about, over 35 knives and 6 watches, and it's going to be a monster. And it's going to be the last sale for 2 weeks. There will be no sale on the 14th of October, which brings us to the housekeeping portion of the video. First up, I'm going to post for you on the screen in just a moment the terms of the sale. Please be familiar with and agreeable to them if you're going to participate in tonight's event. I will also reprint them for you in the description underneath this video. Along with the terms of the sale, at the very top of the description, you're going to see 3 links to prior videos on this channel. The first is to my Primer for Buyers video. That's a 38-minute expanded explanation of the terms of the sale. Then you're going to see a second link, FAQs for Consignors. If you are interested in using this weekly sales event to move along some of your collection, that video explains how it all works from the consignor's perspective. The third link, as always, to my Rates and Services video for the TheApostleP Knife Service, the original precision sharpening service for the online knife community. So in the description you will see those 3 links, then the terms of the sale, then the inventory list for tonight's video, along with timestamps and pricing. As usual, the number to the left of the slash in the price column is your as shown price. Number to the right, your as sharpened price. There will be no next day sharpening this week because we are leaving tomorrow for vacation. So I will not have time to sharpen any knives, but I will get your purchases out first thing in the morning. On that note, as I stated last night in the heads up video, at 10:30 Eastern Time, any knives that are still left you are free to make offers on. I will entertain those tonight. So I would ask my consignors to be available if they're still awake, because I want to get everything out tomorrow if possible. If you buy a knife on Friday or Saturday or Sunday or Monday or Tuesday after the sale, those knives won't ship until Monday the 18th. So let's try to get them out the door. I think that's about it for housekeeping. Time to get the terms up on the screen for you, and then I'll be right back with the sale inventory. Here are the terms. All right, let's get to it, shall we? First up, we have 3 leftovers from last week's sale. The first of which is this thing of beauty. Let's look at the paperwork that comes with it. The Maestro Vincenzo Balistreri furnishes his Trapper, a slip joint in C70 carbon steel, very similar to 1095, heat treated at 58. Rockwell hardness on the C scale. Brown burlap micarta with nickel silver shield. Knife comes in this leather slip, nicely stitched in black. It appears to be just plain finished tan cowhide. Here is the little beauty. It is a 3 3/4 inch closed length slip joint with shadow bolster. Brown burlap micarta, white liners, appears to be 1/8 stock. Pull weight, a solid 9. Beautiful hand rubbed satin, slightly clipped blade with the Balistreri maker's mark. Gorgeous hand rubbed satin. A quite hand finished knife. If you look in the plunge grinds, you might see a little evidence of grind lines, which I think adds to the character. It is a half-stop knife with a super nice snap. Beautiful walk and talk, perfect centering. Everything squared away. It is like new in the slip. One of these sold recently on All About Pocket Knives. Or wait, I think it's currently listed at $4.79. We ran this one last week for $3.50. Didn't sell. We dropped it to $3.20 on Saturday. It's still here. Somebody gets to take this little beauty home for $2.95. That will be the last and final price on this one. No reason to make an offer, by the way. $3.10 if you'd like it with my edge on it. That's the Vincenzo Balistreri Trapper. I'm sorry, Vincenzo Balistreri. Next up, I cannot believe you guys napped on this one. From Benchmade, we have a 950 SBK Osborne Rift prototype produced in January 2008. And as I stated last week, this was the era of BK1 black coating, which sucked on Benchmades. But look closely, guys. I would bet my bad eye that this is DLC. 154 cm steel, layered black and gray G10 with that rift mill pattern, which is gorgeous, and that multi-layered G10. Parkerized split arrow clip, black liners, axis lock mechanism. Perfect action. Perfect lockup. And perfect centering. It is like new in the box. Wow. We ran this last week at we ran it at $175. Dropped it to $150 on Saturday. This week, last and final price. There will be no price drop. Goodness gracious, there shouldn't have to be. $135 like it is, $155 with my edge on it. That's the Benchmade 950 SBK Rift prototype. Next, you thought that was a historically significant Benchmade? Here's another one, and once again, I can't believe you guys didn't buy it last week. This is the Benchmade old box. Inside it comes the original AFCK. Oh my. Look at that Emerson-like G10, still gloriously reflecting light as new. The Emerson style pocket clip with Benchmade USA stamped. Look at the aluminum butterfly inlays, screen printed in black, still perfect. Blade 3 15/16 inches in length, a low saber grind with a nice swedge. Blade steel is ATS 34. That is 3 15/16 inches of blade, backed up by a 5 1/4 inch handle. It is a liner lock. Action and lockup are perfect. The centering is going to be off just a bit to the liner side. It is like new in the box. Sold listings on eBay for this knife running between $269 and $499. This is a like new example, albeit the centering isn't perfect. But guys, I listed it for $275. It sat. Dropped it to $240. It's still here. Last and final price on this one is going to be $220. There will be no Saturday price drop. $240 if you want it sharpened. That's the Benchmade AFCK. Next up, we're on to the fresh stuff. First up, we have a real beast from ZT. This is kind of a special one. It's the ZT0452 WBW Sinkovich in S35VN with a white weave carbon fiber scale. Look at that. Black wash frame. The deep carry clip has a little bit of wear on it. Also a black wash blade. Nearly 4 inches of S35. This has been used and sharpened. There is your lock engagement. Deep and solid. Blade centering is dead. Flipping action, fingers on lock bar, out it comes. No death lock on this one. So we'll call the condition on this, I don't know, excellent to near mint, used and sharpened. I only found one listing for this discontinued knife. There was a sold listing on Arizona Custom Knives at $210. Oh, I did find one that sold on eBay for $245. This one can be yours. Shipped priority mail, $200, like it is $220 with an ApostleP edge. That is the ZT0452WBW. Next up, got one from Reate, and this might be kind of older style packaging. And you get a pouch with extra hardware, etc. I think this is one of their earlier models. I don't think you can find a new one. It is the Reate Hills titanium frame lock pocket knife. Beautiful milling on that handle. Gorgeous bead blast. Got a spring style titanium pocket clip. Of course, it's a steel inserted, or is it? Yes, it is a steel inserted titanium frame lock. There's your lock engagement. Ball bearing flipper. Everything works as it should. 3 5/8 inch blade of S35VN, backed up by a 4 3/4 inch handle. Hourglass standoffs, open construction. Gorgeous stonewash on that blade. So perfect centering, action, and lockup. It has been used and lovingly touched up. Let's see. Got a pretty nice edge on it. We'll call it near mint in box. They are out of stock. Out of stock. I think they have been for a while. I believe they had a web retail of around $190. I found only one sold listing for a Reate Hills on eBay. It sold for $299. So I think this is becoming a bit of a sought after collectible. Your price on this one, $175 like it is. $195 with an ApostleP edge. That is the Reate Hills. Next up, got one from Kizer with the flimsy box and the inner molded plastic tray that drives me nuts, but it's in there. This is the Kizer V4572N2 Grazioso. Pretty cool brass bolsters, brass backspacer, and a brown linen micarta set of scales. Very attractive. We have a 3 5/16 inch blade, fashioned of Bowler N690 steel, backed up by a 4 11/16 inch handle. Got a deep carry clip, stainless steel liner locking mechanism. Ball bearing mechanism. Super flipping action, nice solid lockup, and blade centering that is dead. Is it? No, actually it's off to the left ever so slightly. Condition on this one is going to be like new in the box. Here's one Kizer kind of sold too cheap and then immediately discontinued it. They sold for a web price of $69. Now they're doing money, guys. I found a turd for $68 in the sold listings on eBay, and then all the way up to $134, and most of them over $100. This one can be yours. $65 like it is, $90 with an ApostleP edge. That is the Kizer V4572N2 Grazioso. Next up, got another one from Kizer. This comes in that outer slip and clamshell box with the pouch inside, and the knife in it is kind of cool, I must admit. This is the Kizer V3575A2 Deviant, and that is some pretty cool stuff. It's a white G10 bolster, And then a layered black and gray micarta set of scales. All hardware is blacked out, as is the blade. The blade is M390. Cool sheep's foot. 3 inches long. 4 3/16 handle. Pocket clip is going to be deep carry, right hand tip up only. Stainless steel liner lock. There's your engagement if you can see it. Rock solid. Centering is going to be dead down the middle. And this is not a flipper. What the heck? And it's riding on phosphor bronze, to the best I can tell. And man, is it sweet. If there's bearings in there, I couldn't see them. You guys might know better than I. Condition on this one is going to be near mint to like new in box. You know how that white G10 picks up every little bit of soiling. And around the edges, I see a little bit. Anyway. Let's see. Web pricing on these currently in stock, they're $149. So basically $150. This one can be yours shipped priority mail for $120. And a perfect example. $145 with my edge on it. That's the Kizer V3575A2 Deviant. Next up, the watches are coming. This one from Traska. And let's see. Opens up. There's an inner box. The extra links, all the goodies are in there. Not going to spend a lot of time with that. Let's see. Here's the watch. Look at that gorgeous thing. This is the Traska Freediver 2.0. A little beauty of a watch. Run the Seiko NH35 movement. Gray dial. Those markers appeared to be applied. A gloss ceramic bezel insert. Loom pip at the 12. Beautifully finished 40 millimeter diameter case. 13 millimeters thick. A slightly double domed sapphire crystal. Screw down case back. Nice bracelet with screw links, all solid stuff. Beautiful milled clasp with, I think, 6 micro adjusts. Pusher deployment, safety bail. Takes a pretty good fingernail to get in there. And let's see. Lug width on this one is 20. And the lug to lug is just 47. I'll throw in a loom shot for you. It's okay. It's nothing special. And this one, guys, is running at -2 seconds per day, sitting still, dial up, by my observation. We will call it near mint to like new, and just some very faint hairlines on the clasp is all you're going to see. Okay. So they're $600 new, and I believe they're in stock. I'm not sure I saw this colorway in stock. I did see a sold listing on eBay at $400. This can be yours. $350 shipped priority mail. That's the Traska Freediver 2.0. Next up, got one from Borealis. This is a pretty cool package, I have to say. Very nice. Simulated leather travel case is what it comes in. Nice closure. And you're going to get a rubber strap, branded Borealis. You're going to get a leather lined sailcloth strap, and you're going to get a watch. And here's the watch. So this is the Borealis Sea Storm version 2. You're rocking the Seiko NH35 movement. We got a 41 millimeter case by 13.5 thick. Lug width is 20. Lug to lug is 48. You have a double domed sapphire crystal and a sapphire bezel insert. Of course, this is a 300 meter? Yeah. 30 atmosphere water resistant, screw down crown, screw down case back. Condition on this is very near mint to like new. Throwing a loom shot for you. This is running a little slow dial up, sitting all night. About 30 seconds a day slow. I'll call it near mint to like new in pouch. These are $399 brand new. I found a sold listing. Oh, by the way, I don't think this is in stock right now. I found a sold listing on eBay at $385. This one can be yours. $300 shipped. That is the Borealis Sea Storm V2 in black. Next up, here's a brand I've never had in my hand before. And their watches come in these very high quality plastic tubes. And then they come packed in a whole bunch of foam. It's really a nice way to package a watch for shipping. Not going to damage that. You could put a raw egg in there and it would make it to California unscathed, I think. So this is the, oops, I forgot the gasket. This is the Armida A2 diver in blue. What a beautifully simple micro brand piece of work this is, guys. So what you got is a 42 millimeter diameter case, 15 thick, NH35 movement from Seiko, 120 click unidirectional bezel. Very nice. And it lines up. Sunray blue dial, matte finish blue ceramic bezel, fully loomed by the way. Screw down case back, 22 millimeter lug width, and very short lug to lug for a 42 millimeter watch, just 47 lug to lug. Really squared away. Let's see, this is running about plus 18, plus 20 seconds per day, sitting dial up, as I have observed. Nice rubber strap. Armida branding on the buckle. Okay. So, let's see. And condition is near mint to like new in the big tube. These are $349 new on Armida's website. This one can be yours for $290, and then, if you would like, you may add this. And I forget what that bracelet style is called, but it's very geometric and it goes really well with the watch. And that is really nicely done. So you've got a double pusher, fully milled clasp, and then a ratcheting micro adjust, screw links, all solid stuff. So $30, you can throw that bracelet in. I'm going to have another identical watch in a different color coming up next. They're both going to be the same price, and the first one to grab the bracelet for $30 gets it. Okay, so that's how that's going to work. So yeah, $290 like it is, $320 with bracelet. That's the Armida A2 Diver Blue. Why do I say blue? Well, because we have a black one coming up next. Also, in the Armida tube, somebody put the sticker on with a big old wrinkle in it. What the heck's going on? Inside the tube is going to come a black rubber strap with an Armida branded buckle. And here is the watch, the Armida A2 Diver, a gorgeous piece of work. 42 millimeter case, 15 thick, just 47 millimeters lug to lug. Got a double dome sapphire crystal, a matte black dial, and a matte black ceramic fully loomed bezel. Screw down case back, screw down crown, 300 meters of water resist. This one with the Seiko NH35 movement is running plus 7 seconds a day, so very accurate for a Seiko movement. These are $349 brand new on Armida's website. Condition on this one is going to be near mint. You may have this one for $290 with the rubber strap, or you can add the Armida bracelet, which is super nicely made, solid links, solid end links, screw pins, a double pusher clasp, fully milled with a ratcheting micro adjust mechanism. So $290 for the watch on rubber. Add 30, so $320 if you'd like it on bracelet. And this bracelet I have one of, and I have two of these watches. So the first one sold with the bracelet gets the bracelet, and the second one doesn't. So $290 with rubber, $320 on bracelet. The A2 Diver in black from Armida. Next up, okay, all you geezers out there, it's time. It's your time. We have a white sleeve. Inside the white sleeve, we have an outer box that says Timex on it. And then we have an inner box that also says Timex on it. Inside all that, that's a lot of shipping right there, for goodness sake. Inside all that, we have the reissue of the 1960s Timex Marlin. This one in a stunning sunray champagne dial with black hands and markers. Look at, they did a nice job on that dial. A bubble of acrylic, just like back in the day. Beautifully finished stainless steel case, 34 millimeters in diameter. Just 9 millimeters thick, even with all that sapphire. 18 millimeter lug width. We have a hand winding, I'm sure Chinese, mechanical movement. And let's see, an embossed leather strap, not genuine lizard, just an embossed leather. Observed accuracy on this one about minus 20 seconds as it sat overnight. Dial up. Condition very near mint in box. These are $180 if you buy them from Timex's website. Oh, I'm sorry. They're $199 on Timex's website. This one's out of stock, but it can be yours. Shipped, priority mail, $150. That's the Timex Marlin Mechanical. Next up, onto the knives. First up, we have one from Hogue Knives, an upstart knife company that's been making gun grips for a very long time. Man, are they doing some good work. And this knife that we have tonight is no exception. This is the Hogue 34170 EX01 with a sort of grenade pattern, hard anodized black aluminum handle. It is a manual button lock with safety, right hand tip up pocket clip, Allen Elishowitz design. Blade steel is going to be 154 cm. Gorgeous stonewash, 3.5 inches of blade, 4 5/8 inches of handle. Action is stunning. Lockup is dead solid. Centering, I think, is just slightly off to the right as you're looking at it. Now I'm looking. I wrote perfect, and I'm going to stick with that. It's very close, if not perfect. Condition is near mint in box. It does appear to have been touched up by its owner, but the edge is quite good, actually. Web pricing on these brand new is about $170. This one can be yours near mint in box for $135 shipped priority mail. That's the Hogue 34170 EX01. Oh, $155 if you like it with an Apostle P edge. Next up, Benchmade fans, get ready. Get ready. We have a 560 BK-1 Freek. That's really not the whole name, though, is it? No, it is not. Because it comes in layered black and gray G10 with a super cool sort of randomish mill pattern, red liners, red anodized aluminum standoffs, and a Cerakoted blade in CPM M4. This, a first production run Super Freek, number 569 of 1200. And guys, it is like new in the box. It has rock solid lockup. It has free drop in action. And the blade centering, how about would perfect be okay? It's the finest Super Freek example I've ever seen. They are gone. Can't buy one anymore for $195. No, you cannot. They are creeping up in price. In fact, you can't buy a used one for $195. Except this one. $180 shipped priority mail. Do not sleep on this one. $205 with an Apostle P edge. Next up, we've got a little run of Hinderers. The first one comes in a little box, and the box label says it's an XM18 3-inch Skinner tri-way pivot working finish red G10. I really don't need to say a whole lot except show you the knife. There's the red G10, and it's a very nice red. There is your working finish frame and clip. You got bright hardware. And then your ball bearings are installed in the tri-way pivot. Flipping action rocks. Blade is 20 CV. Also with the working finish. I really like the Skinner blade in the little XM better than I do in the big one. Steel inserted lock bar. There's your lock engagement. It's rock solid. And the blade centering is going to be perfect. Condition is like new in the box. Guys, they're gone. Everywhere is sold out of all the Hinderers. Unbelievable. You can't buy this one brand new. If you could, it'd be $425. They are selling on eBay. Sold listings between $495 and $525 in this configuration. That's crazy. How about just $425 for this one? $450 with an Apostle P edge. That's in your inventory as Hinderer XM18 3.0 Skinner. Next up, another Hinderer in another little box. This one's going to have inside it a Hinderer half-track Wharncliffe tri-way pivot working finish on the frame and stonewash on the blade with blue G10, and here it is. I don't know what Hinderer does when they mill their G10, but it has such a cool finish. I just mean that the surface texture, it's almost reflective in certain lights. Very nice. There is your working finish frame and clip, bright hardware. There is your Wharncliffe blade in CPM 20 CV. Gorgeous stonewash on this one. There's your lock engagement. See the steel insert. And the blade centering is perfect. It's a Hinderer. Condition like new in the box. As with most Hinderers, they're gone. You can't buy a new one at a web dealer or any other kind of dealer that I know of. When they were in stock, they were $425. Many sold listings for this knife on eBay, north of $500. This one, like new in box, your price $425, like it is. $450 with an Apostle P edge. That is the Hinderer half-track Wharncliffe. Next up, in our final Hinderer in tonight's sale, it's a bigger box. This label says it's an Eklipse 3.5 Bowie tri-way pivot stonewash bronze and black G10. This is one handsome package. There's your black G10. Hardware is bright, and there is that bronze anno over a gorgeous stonewash on the frame and the clip. Oh, it's beautiful. Tri-way pivot. Bearings installed. There is your Bowie blade. Again, gorgeous stonewash. CPM 20 CV. Steel inserted titanium frame lock. There's your engagement. It's rock solid. You wouldn't expect anything else. Blade centering is perfect, and the flipping action is as well. Condition is going to be like new in the box. And as with most Hinderers, your web price would be $425 if you could find one, but you can't. Sold listings for this knife on eBay between $500 and $600. This one, $425, like it is. $450 with an Apostle P edge. That's a Hinderer Eklipse Bowie. Next up, here's a knife I've never seen from a brand I've never seen. From Wingman EDC. Every single day, we have the Wingman EDC Mayo TNT Mach 1 in LMAX with titanium and blue black G10 designed by Tom Mayo. This is a cool little knife, guys. That blue and black G10 is stunning. How did they do that? Where the blue and black aren't in layers, they're just kind of dappled through there. You got your Mayo holes, milled titanium clip. It is a front flipper. I actually did it! Golf course clap. Wow, I can never do that. Titanium liner lock. Lockup is rock solid. Blade length on the TNT Mayo Mach 1 is 2 7/8. A nice bead blast on that LMAX. Beautifully thinly ground blade. The handle is 3 13/16. It is on ceramic washers. Thank goodness they put an opening hole in it. Ceramic ball bearings, not washers. Duh. So action and lockup are perfect. The centering I wrote down as close. It is barely off to the left, just so you know. Condition, like new in the box. Web pricing on these is $150. I don't think I found any of the blue and black. I found the red and black, but not any blue and black. You can buy this one, like new in the box, for $120, shipped, priority mail. $145 with my edge on it. That's the Wingman EDC TNT Mayo Mach 1. Next up, I think I've had one of these knives on before, or at least this one from this brand. This is from Urban EDC, and it is the Vox F5.5. It's going to look very familiar to you. It bears a great resemblance to a giant mouse knife. So, designed by Jesper Voxness, you got natural canvas micarta scales. You got a deep carry pocket clip, going to be right hand only tip up. Titanium backspacer, probably titanium lined. There is your blade. That is 2 7/8 inches of M390 in a gorgeous satin. Beautiful, almost full flat grind, thin at the edge. Handle is 4 1/16. It is a titanium liner lock. Ceramic ball bearings and washers. The washers are probably ground stainless, I would assume. There is your lock engagement. It is rock solid. Action is buttery and free. Centering is perfect. Condition is like new in the box. These are out of stock, new. Can't find them. I did see a listing on Arizona Custom Knives for $275. This one can be yours. $200 shipped, priority mail. $225 with an Apostle P edge. That's the Urban EDC Vox F5.5. Next up, got one from Monterey Bay Knives. No outer box, but we do have the factory pouch. Inside the pouch, you're going to get a Monterey Bay cleaning cloth. And there might be a knife. Is there a knife? Yes, there is. Where's the knife? Here's the knife. Check this out. This is the Monterey Bay Old Guard Gen 1 with the OD micarta on the scale. A beautifully bead blasted titanium frame. Gorgeous milled pocket clip. Steel inserted titanium frame lock. Thumb stud deployment on phosphor freaking bronze. M390 is your blade, 3 7/16 inches in length. Beautiful satin. Length of the handle is 4 5/8. There's your lock engagement. It is rock solid. There is your perfect centering. There's your deployment, and there is your action. Condition, like new in the box. They are out of stock. I don't think they've been in stock for quite some time, actually. I did find sold listings on eBay running between $200 and $275. This one can be yours for $200, shipped priority mail, $225 with an ApostleP edge. If I didn't mention it, the blade is M390. That is the Monterey Bay Old Guard Gen 1. Next up, we have the last watch in tonight's sale. And this one, guys, is going to be a donation for the Osfedinger Leukemia Fund. It is a Seiko 5 sports watch that I have never seen one of. Model number SNZG07. It is run the 7S36 movement, which is the day-added 7S26. So it is a non-hacking, non-hand-winding auto with a display case back, which is, I'm sure, Hardlex. Hardlex up top, bead-blasted stainless steel case, 41.5 millimeters in diameter, 10 millimeters thick, 49 lug to lug, 22 millimeter lug width. Very cool chapter ring. The lume is just okay. You got hands and indices. Let's see, how's it running? I can't remember. It's a 7S, so it's probably 30 seconds off per day. Near mint, no box, and it's going to come with only a Barton sailcloth strap, which is actually really nice. Got quick release spring bars. Let's see. Joma Shop has these brand new for $160 right now in stock. This one, I think there's a couple little scratches from laying the case down on its side in the bead blast, but that's about it. So we'll call it near mint, no box. Your price on this one, $80 shipped priority mail. All proceeds after shipping go to the Osfedinger Leukemia Fund. That's the Seiko SNZG07. Next up, we have a real beast from Zero Tolerance. I expected this knife to be discontinued, but they're still making them. They're still in stock. It's a ZT0350, this one with a black blade. These came out after the low 300s knives that were really expensive and had more expensive steels and cool finishing and titanium frame locks, and those knives, were all over $200. And then they came out with this budget onion ZT. Just a stainless steel liner lock with black G10, speed safe action, the oniony blade, DLC coated, S30V, 3 1/8 blade, 4 9/16 handle, and everything's perfect on this one. Can't see it, but the blade is down the middle. We'll call it near mint in box. It has been used and touched up, but lovingly. Map pricing on the 350 with the black blade. Your favorite dealer online is going to be $168, or just buy this one. $120 shipped priority mail, $145 with an ApostleP edge. That's the ZT0350. Next up, this is going to come with no box, but a very nice bubble wrap baggie. It's the Spyderco Para 3 in S110V with Flowmascus. Beautifully anodized titanium scales. No factory scales included. And you also have that backspacer from Flowmascus. How about that? Going to be right hand tip up only. There is your S110V blade. that appears to be unmolested. Lockup is rock solid. Action is beautiful. Centering favors the left very slightly. Condition near mint, no box. I did find one of these knives. Somebody had equipped very much like this. Currently listed on eBay. They want $234 for it. Or just buy this one. $175 shipped priority mail. $200 with an ApostleP edge. That is in your inventory as Spyderco Para 3 S110 Flowmascus. Next up, got one from ProTech, and it's kind of special. It's the Strider SNG Auto Custom. Black aluminum handle. Abalone button inlay. Hand compound ground mirror polished blade. Before I show it to you, I need to wipe it because it's stunning. Take a look, guys. That's 154 cm, nightmare grind, mirror polished on all the bevels, including the swedge, and then a gorgeous horizontal satin. Oh my. There's your black aluminum handle, your Strider clip, and there is your abalone inlaid button. I'm having a hard time not buying this. Deployment is pure ProTech. Lockup is rock solid. And the blade is running slightly to the right, but very close. Condition is near mint to like new in the box. They're discontinued. They're out of stock. When they were available, you could buy a new one for $450. I gotta believe they might be doing more money than that, but I couldn't find a used one that had sold. Your price on this one, $400 and worth every freaking penny. $420 if you'd like it with my edge on it. That is the Strider ProTech 2450 Auto SNG. Next up, we have one from Kizer. It's got all the goodies inside. It's kind of an interesting knife. I didn't know they did this. I got to turn the page. Talk amongst yourselves. Whoops. This is the Kizer V3458 KFC1 Mini Bag Lighter. I think KFC stands for the Kizer Friday Club. So they do this thing. I guess you got to be subscribed to their website, and every Friday they have a special custom version of a knife that they make available to club members. This is the Mini Bag Lighter. And what do you call that carbon fiber, guys? I can't remember, but it sure does look cool. So you got a 154 cm bladed knife, 3 3/4 inches closed, with a 2 7/8 inch blade, gorgeous stonewash. Just a stainless steel liner lock on washers. Phosphor bronze and studs, baby. Let's see. Centering's perfect. Action's perfect. Lockup's perfect. Condition's going to be like new in the box. Now, the regular production models of these are like $59 web pricing. But I don't think you can find this one. And I couldn't find one selling used, but it's kind of special, I think. Your price on it's going to be $65 like new in the box, $85 with an ApostleP edge. That's the Kizer V3458 KFC1 Mini Bag Lighter. Next up, I love it when the Chinese try to write a slogan in English. Rake, ready to make it. Okay. Inside the box, we have a rake model number P128-SB in black stonewash finish. So it's like a ZT black wash. The P128 Stainless steel frame lock knife with lock safety. I think it works only in the open position. Yes. Okay. We have a 14C28N blade, 3 5/8 inches long. There's your frame lock engagement. Lockup's rock solid. It's a flipper on washers. Centering is nice. Condition is like new in the box. Web pricing $50. This one can be yours. Shipped priority mail 40 or 60 with an ApostleP edge. That's the Rake P128-SB. Next up, from Tucson Knives, made in Yangjiang, China, we have a TS116. Very cool FRN handle. Kind of a Doppler effect milling. Little blue G10 collar. Deep carry clip, going to be right hand only. Oh, I think it's a ball bearing flipper. It is. Blade steel's 14C28N. I don't know, it's getting close to 4 inches in length. Stainless steel liner lock, engaged properly. Centering down the middle. These are $50 on Amazon right now. This one can be yours like new in the box. How about $35? Ship priority mail. $55 with an ApostleP edge. That's the Tucson TS116. Next up, we got one from Boker Plus. Yes, we do. Inside the box comes the Boker Plus Kihan Auto. So it's sort of in that Kalashnikov family. You got the green hard anodized aluminum handle. You got that coppery coated blade. Is that a Cerakote? I don't know. Got a tip-up pocket clip, right hand only. Button lock automatic. Aussate steel. Pretty cool. Pretty cool indeed. Condition on this is going to be like new in the box, and everything is squared away. Let's see. Oh, it's the Desert Warrior edition of the Kihan because of the coloration. Web price on these is $50. Or just buy this one, like new in the box, for $40. Ship priority mail. $60 with an ApostleP edge. That is the Boker Plus Kihan Auto Desert Warrior. Next up, another one from Boker Plus. This is the 01BO271SOI Burnley Quaken. So that model specifically means brass bolster and canvas micarta scales. And it's your normal Burnley Quaken. Right. VG10 blade, 3.5 inches long, gorgeous stonewash, IKBS bearing system. Stainless steel liner lock, there's your engagement. It's rock solid. Centering is beautiful. Flipping action is lovely. I mean lovely. Condition is, oh man, if it ain't like new, it's very doggone close. Inbox. Web pricing on this knife is $140 and they are out of stock. This one can be yours like it is. $90 shipped priority mail. $110 with an ApostleP edge. That's the Boker Plus Burnley Quaken. Next up, from the Columbia River Knife and Tool Company, we have their M40-03. I love it when they do what they do best, which is weird stuff. Here you go. Designed by Kit Carson. The Deadbolt Lock M40. So you got a very nicely molded FRN scale, probably a hard anodized aluminum bolster. The deadbolt lock, you push on the big side and see how it lifts out. So it's some kind of weird washer and bearing system. And then you press it and flips nicely, but it's kind of hard to fling closed. It takes a little practice. The steel is listed at 1.4116, so I think it's like Krupp's 4116. Cool swedged spear point with a bead blast. Lockup is rock solid. You saw the action, and the centering's pretty much dead. Might favor the right ever so slightly. Condition on this is going to be like new in the box. Web pricing on these brand new. Your favorite retailer is $110. This one can be yours, shipped priority mail, $80. And then $100 if you'd like it with an ApostleP Edge. That's the CRKT M40-03. Next up, got one from James brand. Interesting packaging. You got a cardboard sleeve, a wooden box, a felt pad. Very interesting, very interesting. Inside you get this cool little knife. It's the James brand The Carter. The Carter. So it has a ripped off Benchmade access lock mechanism with rather handsome hardware, I must say. Natural canvas micarta handle, scales, and backspacer. Reversible deep carry tip-up pocket clip. Phosphor bronze washers, I think. They might be nylon. And a blade of VG10, 2 3/4 inches in length. Rock solid lockup. The action is just kind of meh. You could probably play with it and make it better, but it is what it is. Blade centering is perfect. Condition on the Carter, near mint in box. These are out of stock right now. When they were available, they ran $159. This one can be yours, shipped priority mail, $100 like it is. $120 with an ApostleP Edge. That's the James brand, the Carter. Next up, from Steel Will, by way of China, we have an F45 Intrigue. Kind of a cool knife. Gray FRN handle. Tip up reversible pocket clip. We got a flipper on washers. We got a D2 blade. I would say that's what, maybe 3 5/8 inches long. There's your liner lock engagement. Lockup is rock solid. Blade centering, pretty doggone nice. Condition on this one is near mint to like new in the box. They're out of stock. When they were available, you could buy them for $43 at your favorite retailer. This one's going to run you $30. Shipped priority mail. And $50 with an ApostleP Edge. That's the Steel Will F45 Intrigue. Next up, another one from Steel Will. This is going to be the C22 Cut Jack in D2, which means it's the Chinese-made Cut Jack. Black FRN handle scales, reversible tip-up pocket clip, a flipper on washers. Well, it actually flips way better than that. How about that? Stainless steel liner lock mechanism. It's right where it ought to be. It's rock solid. Blade centering is going to be close. Condition on the Cut Jack, near mint to like new in box. Web pricing on these is $51. I think they're still available. Or just buy this one like new in the box or close enough. $35 shipped priority mail. $55 sharpened. That's the Steel Will C22 Cut Jack. Next up, from Tops Knives, we have the MSF 4.0. MSF stands for Mini Scandi folder. So we have a stainless steel liner lock knife in deep brown micarta, reversible tip up deep carry pocket clip. It's a ball bearing flipper, and it flips way better than that. I'm so not right-handed. It is on ball bearings, by the way, so you know it flips way better than that. There we go. Blade steel is Bowler N690CO. The blade is 3 1/4 inches in length. There's your top Scandi, which actually has a little polished micro bevel on it. Doesn't appear to have much, if any, wear. There's your stainless steel locking leaf engagement. It's rock solid. Centering's dead. Condition near mint in the box. Web pricing on these brand new at your favorite retailer is going to be $100-ish. Or just buy this one. $75 shipped priority mail. $95 with an Apostlep's Edge. That is the Tops MSF 4.0. Next up, from Emerson Knives, we have a mini sheepdog SF Bowie, serial number 8. I don't know how limited these were. Maybe you guys know, and I have no idea what they're worth, so I think it's going to be priced way too freaking low. So we have a canvas micarta clad Emerson with reversible tip-up pocket clip. We have a Bowie blade that is on ball bearings with a freaking flipper. What does that say? Number 8 of 59. Is that what that says? That's what that says. Oh my. This might not be enough money. Anyhow, the blade length is 2 15/16. The handle's 4 1/8. There's your lock engagement, and that locking leaf does appear to be titanium. There's your centering, and it's perfect. How about that on an Emerson? Flipping action rocks. I should just keep this. Condition's going to be like new in the box. It's unobtainium. Couldn't find one anywhere. I did find some mini sheepdogs with the same mechanism in the production trim with black G10 selling on eBay for $200. This has got to be worth more. I think we might have bumped our head. $180 like it is, shipped priority mail. $200 with an Apostlep's Edge. That's the Emerson mini sheepdog micarta. Next up, from Flytanium, we have a set of copper Para 2 Flytanium handle scales. The box has never been opened, so they are like new in the box. Paramilitary 2, Flytanium copper, like new in baggy. Your price, $30, shipped, priority mail. $30, priority mail, Flytanium copper scales, Para 2. Next up, we have a little Spidey box with a knife made in China. It is an ambitious, the baby of the tenacious family. Black G10 scales, polished clip, positionable in 4 locations. Pretty virginal looking G10. 8 CR13 MOV blade, little stubby thing. Rock solid lockup. Action, okay. Centering, pretty good. Condition, like new in box. Map pricing on these brand new is $45. Just buy this one. $30 shipped, priority mail. $50 with an Apostlep's Edge. That's the Spyderco Ambitious. Next up, from Spyderco, by way of Seki City, Japan, we have a Delica Zome GITD-BK. That is the DLC bladed black hardwared glow-in-the-dark Zome Delica. Oh yeah, look at that. Oh yeah. Loom shot coming up. Let's see, lockup is solid as a rock. Action is brand new, meaning not quite super free. Blade centering is, you can't see it probably, but I wrote it down as perfect. It's like new in the box. Map pricing on this knife, brand new at your favorite retailer, is going to be $111. This one can be yours. Shipped priority mail, $80 or $100 with an ApostleP edge. That's the Spyderco Delica Zome GITD. Next up, what's that? You like Zome, but you don't really care for glow in the dark or black blades, and you really want an Endura. We got you covered. We have an Endura FFG Zome, and I don't think I've seen this Zome colorway in person, but it's pretty cool. It's kind of brown tones with a little rust. Very nice. I like that a lot. All bright hardware. VG10 blade, satin finished. Full flat ground. Rock solid lockup. Nice smooth action. Centering is on the Endura. Close. It's like new in the box. Map pricing on this knife at your favorite web retailer is $91. You can just buy this one like new in the box. Shipped priority mail, $70. $90 with an ApostleP edge. That's the Spyderco Endura Zome. Next up, we got another Spidey. Yes, we do. This one, not from China, not from Taiwan, not from Seki City. This one, Golden, Colorado, USA, Earth. We got a pair 3. Just a basic pair 3 with basic black G10 and a basic S30V blade. Hadn't been used much because the clip's still in the tip down position. Lockup rock solid. Action nice and free. Blade favors the... no it doesn't. I think if I actually hold it straight, the blade centering's perfect. Condition on this one's going to be like new in the box. Map pricing on the base pair 3 is now $147 at your favorite retailer. One thing of note, the clip has been moved to the left-hand side. That's why that little burnish mark. $147 map pricing on these. This one can be yours like new in the box except for the clip movement. $115 like it is. $135 with an ApostleP edge. Spyderco Para 3. Next up, is it Spyderco Grail time? I think it is. Another Spidey. Another one from Golden. Shaman Rose freaking Wood. Oh my. So what you have here, my friends, is a set of rosewood, diamond wood handle scales. So that's a laminated product, as you know, diamond wood, a trademark. The blade. How about a little Rex 45? Oh. Everything is beautiful. I mean, beautiful. Rock solid, perfect centering, perfect action, condition. Like new in the box. Like new in the box. Knife center exclusive. They're gone. They're gone. I only found one sold listing for these on eBay. I think guys are hanging on to them. That knife sold for $375. This is a like new in box perfect example. Your price? $340. Don't wait. $365 if you like it with an ApostleP edge. That's the Spyderco Shaman Rex 45 Rosewood. Next up, well, a little bit ago we had a baby Tenacious for sale. Now we got a regular old Tenacious. So it says that it's green, and I do have the green handle scales for it. They are right here, but they're not installed. What are installed are a set of copper flytanium scales on this here Tenacious. So that makes it weigh about a pound. We got a combo edge blade, 8CR13. There's a little blade play, and it does not center at all. Just you could probably get in there and play with it. It probably wasn't assembled very well by the modder. Anyhow, I don't know what the scales cost, but you buy a brand new Tenacious, it's $48 at your favorite web retailer. The whole shooting match, $30 shipped priority mail, $50 with an ApostleP edge. That's the Spyderco Tenacious copper in your inventory. Next up, we have the last knife in the sale from QSP in kind of a funny looking box. Better knife, better life. Who could argue that point? Why is it a funny looking box? Well, because it doesn't have a folder in it. This is a fixed blade from QSP. It is their Workaholic. Comes in a nice bushcraft style leather sheath. Kind of interesting because I think the belt loop and the fire steel loop are the same piece. Inside the sheath comes this knife, a pretty squared away looking piece. Let me wipe the leather goo off of it. Here we go. Yeah, how about that? We got an N690 blade with a very fine satin, removable black canvas micarta handle scales. Looks like 1/8 inch stock. Nice bit of jimping. Super nice in the hand. Kind of taupe-ish on the handle shape, by the way. Blade length is 3.5, full flat ground to a pretty skinny dimension behind the edge. A 4 3/8 inch handle with a lanyard loop. It's like new in the box. Web pricing on these at your favorite retailer brand new is going to be $87, or you could just buy this one for $60 like it is. 80 with an ApostleP edge. That's the QSP Workaholic. And that, my friends, brings us to the end of another knife sale on the ApostleP channel. I hope you enjoyed it. I know I did. Grace to you and peace, my friends, from God our Father and the Lord Jesus Christ. Remember, the word is sharp. Now commence to clicking.